Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast. Hi, everyone, it's Rob Sacchetto, your guru of gore, zombie portrait artist to the world, and lover of all things pop culture. And it's time for a review of the 4th annual Kon. Yes, Kon. Yeah, wow. Hey guys, it's been a while since a review, con review, but there will be many more coming up. Many more are imminent. I've got another con coming up this weekend, Sunday in fact, the Northern Game Expo. Which is always fantastic. Yeah, that one's coming up this weekend, so there will be a con review of that shortly after. But for now, let's concentrate on Kon. It was this past weekend. In fact, Friday and Saturday. Which I think right from the get-go, I think that kind of confuses people a little. In my opinion, anyway, the Friday afternoon start time, and then Saturday, like most cons are usually Saturday, Sunday. Now, I'm not sure why that was, but I mean, wow, there's so many reasons why that's a possibility. Could have a lot to do with availability of guests, availability of the venue, and so many other factors. So it being like, it's starting on the Friday in the afternoon, sort of the VIP people were, I think, from like 12 to 2, and then I think it was like after that till 8. Sort of like there was a chance to meet the vendors and the guests and things of that nature. I'm not sure how that went. Like, I don't have the inside info on how that kind of the reasoning behind that or how that kind of went down. But regardless, that is something that basically is up to the guests. Is up to the venue, is up to many other factors too. Con organizers can't always be accountable for all of those moving parts. And I mean, if you market something the right way, which they definitely did for Kon this year, it doesn't really matter. It's just a different time. It's just a different time. But typically cons are done like on a weekend, either the 2-day, or bigger cons are done, they start kind of Thursday and they end Sunday, but they usually end Sunday if they're like a multiple day thing. Irregardless, a lot of people came for the first day, the VIPs. There was so much, I guess there was so much going on. I am not going to kind of do a review of the other venue. There was a venue at another place at the Radisson Hotel, which was a Witches and Weirdos co-event that was happening with Kon. I wasn't there. That was away from where I was, so I can't really comment on it. But I will say this. Please subscribe to the channel. I gotta slip that in there. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, guys. Continuing with the review, I had a wonderful time. I brought, and if you guys watch my my live streams, which is also here on the channel in the live section, if you watch my live streams, you'll know that I really prepared for Kon this year. Oh, there's a bike going by. I really prepared for Kon this year with a ton of Pokemon drawings that I brought to work on while I was there for folks to see. I got probably, I think I got 10 of the 13 done. So here's my experience. I'm going to give you my experience of Kon this year. It was slow until it wasn't. There was long periods of like not a lot of people in the main lobby, and then when it was insane, and like there was so much stuff happening at once. Whether it was people going through my stuff, going through the many prints and things of that nature, or just chatting and me signing things and all that kind of stuff. So it was for me it was a very mixed bag. Like I did very well. Like I think I came out much better and more well known by so many new faces. It was just wonderful for me for that aspect, and did manage to, man, I think this was a big con for the Zombie Handbook. The Zombie Handbook flew off my table like crazy, which was very weird. This was one of those, because sometimes the Zombie Handbook is like it sells, it always does, but it's always between like the Cape Fear graphic novel, the Cape Fear comic, and prints and things like that. But this time it was a big con for the Zombie Handbook for sure. So many people picked that up, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I talked to a number of other con goers, and they said they either did well to very well, and I'm very surprised and delighted to hear that. There was a lot of vendors in the other room that I was basically in the lobby. There was a lot of other vendors rather in the main sort of room, as were the guests. So I'm guessing if you were in there, you know, not only were you able to sort of get the runoff, or I guess you'd call it, from the guests, but you had people sort of going in there because they knew vendors were in there too. So I think they did very well in there. The people I did talk to, which some of them I didn't really even see until the last day, because we were all packing up, and I saw people and they would ask me how I did. I would ask them how they did, but I didn't even really see them until then because they were in the other room, and I was sort of more in the lobby with other folks. So I think that the Plaza des Arts location did very well in terms of people coming in, fans coming in. I think fans got really a lot for their hard-earned dollar. There were so many exclusive and wonderful things, there for people to pick up. Of course, the signatures of the guests, great guests this year, and I did zombie portraits of all of the guests, of course. And I ended up the one kind of like bizarre thing that I experienced. It wasn't really bizarre, I guess, because I'm not a real sort of fanboy when it comes to celebrities and things like that. But I ended up talking to Vincenzo Natali, who is a great director. He directed the movie Cube. If you didn't know, if you've never heard of the movie Cube, and I've mentioned the Cube to people, and they're like, oh, I don't know what that is, and I'm like, what? Like that is one of the like cornerstones of like the escape room horror thing. Like that, I think that movie kind of started that whole thing. And if it didn't, it should have. But Cube is, I mean, and they've done sequels of it, but Vincenzo Natali did the first Cube movie, and most notably Splice, another great horror science fiction type movie, which I also gave a nod. I also gave a nod to in the exclusive print poster for the event too. I put the little character of the from the Splice movie in that drawing as well. So yeah, we chatted for a bit. He also did a Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosities I think the show was called. Great show. Again, it's on Netflix. I don't have Netflix anymore, but he did a segment. He did one of the episodes in the Cabinet of Curiosities, or whatever that show's called. I think it's Cabinet of Curiosities. But yeah, so got to talk to him for a while. He's an artist as well, so we kind of shot the breeze about comics and things like that for a brief little while, and that was fun. But man, to me, it was really fun talking to the fans, chatting with the fans. Oh wow, it was a real pleasure doing that. There were so many great big horror fans coming to Creature Con, which of course, why not, right? But yeah, I think the day went a lot. I think every year Creature Con becomes more streamlined and more like a lot better organized and everything. It's a huge con, guys. Like, there's so much going on. Like, there's films, there's guests, there's vendors, and then there's different locations for vendors, because man, like, you can't put them all in one place. There's so many things going on, right? So I think, again, another successful Creature Con. This is number 4, and like I said, man, I cannot believe how how much it's gone up in metrics in terms of where it started and where it is now. So wow, it's just amazing how much more, again, streamlined, organized, and fantastic the con has become over the years. And that's due to a lot of people behind the scenes too. And man, everyone involved with the con was there. There was many people involved with the organization and the running of things, and that is absolutely fantastic too, because it helps the vendors, it helps the guests, it helps everyone have a much better time, because you can literally go up to these people and ask them things. In fact, too, there was, and this is really essential for a con of this size, there was an information desk to which there were many volunteers helping and answering questions and things of that nature too. So a great con, a really fantastic con. Not too much on the bad side. I'm gonna say that, like I said before, I think it just because of the way in which people attend cons and the timing and what they want to see and things like that. For me, as a vendor, there were long stretches of literally no one coming to my table, just because it was sort of between things, right? Which is fine. Like, I absolutely understand that. And then, like I said, when it rained, it poured. It was like absolutely insane, which I love too. And I totally expect things like that. And as a vendor, if you're a vendor or an artist or whatever, at a con, you have to expect things like that too. It's human nature. There's things that happen, and you go along for the ride. That's why I always bring work with me too, guys. A huge con tip. If you haven't heard me say this a million times already, I'm going to say it again. But a huge con tip. If you're an artist, or if you're someone who makes things, or does art, does crafts, creates things, bring those things, bring creations and things that you can work on to the con, to any con that you go to, so that you can actually engage with people. That is how I mostly engage with people, is that they see me drawing from across the room first, and then they come over and approach, and they kind of look at the art, then they go, oh, we want to see what this guy's doing. He's drawing. He's been drawing all day. And that's kind of what I do. And it also lets people know that you're the person that actually did the stuff on your table or at your booth or whatever. There's so many benefits to doing that. Oh yeah, plus it kills the time when it's slow. You get work done. You have more content to post. There's so many benefits to it, guys. I really suggest that. I highly suggest that you kind of think about doing that when you do cons. It really makes the experience a lot better. So again, that really helped out at this particular con too. Creature Con number 4. So I do suggest that you go to the next one and the next one and the next one. They're only going to get bigger, better, and even more streamlined and better organized. I think so. I have to say, 2 thumbs up to that most recent Creature Con. I want to thank everyone involved in organizing that Creature Con at Plaza des Arts and the Radisson Hotel, both venues. I want to thank everyone behind the scenes. I want to thank all the fans so much for engaging and coming to my table and chatting. I had such a wonderful time doing that. It always brightens my day. I can't fake this. I can't fake this smile, man. I am absolutely 1,000% serious when I'm doing cons, talking about the fans and engaging with fans and things of that nature. It really means a lot to me. I love it, and I'm a fan too. That's why I love doing the cons so much, and that's why I love doing Pokemon and superheroes and dinosaurs and things like that. I'm a fan as much as you guys are, and I love it so much, and everything I do is out of the love of pop culture and the things that I particularly love, like, giant monsters, kaiju, dinosaurs, insects, animals, nature, everything. So, all that stuff comes into the act. And, by the way, I will be doing a live stream tonight as well over here and behind me, so check that out later on tonight too. But in the meantime, guys, I think I've said enough. Again, thank you all for everything. Please subscribe to the channel for more content and to help me create more content too. So, yes, thank you all so much. Please thumbs up the video. And I hope to see you all again very soon at the next review that I will be doing, I believe, next weekend, probably Monday. Also, will be Northern Game Con. That's the next one. Then there's another one. Then there's a next one. So you'll be hearing from me again very soon with some reviews and more live streams. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Best wishes and love until I see you again. Rob signing off for now. Bye for now.